All right, here we go. John Kennelly Part 2. Yeah, Part 1 was a little bit a while ago. According to this, it looks like November 9th. So, yeah, I put this off for a while. It wasn't intentional. It just, I kind of fell behind some things, doing some other things, a lot of the HVP shit. So, apologies if you were looking forward to this for a long time. But let's just get into it. Here we go.
Wait a minute, so let me get this straight. So they're talking about a meeting?
Nobody has ever gone through what that man went through when he
I love that Comic Sans font right there. That's pretty awesome.
To this house. But now this is just amazing.
This guy.
I love Frag. Frag is the hidden MVP of this show. He's my favorite, by far, member of Perverted Justice. I love his fashion sense. I love what's going on here. Like, I don't know, that's not a Hawaiian shirt. It's like it doesn't have the flowers. I don't know, maybe it is a Hawaiian shirt. I don't know, but he's got the backwards hat on, complete tool. Look at that, he's just always sitting. I love Frag. Frag is the best part of the quote-unquote good guys of the show.
Now this is just amazing.
Amazing. No no shortage of excitement, I guess, enthusiasm.
Leaves our house, shirtless, holding most of his clothes. And less than 24 hours later, there he is in a chat room trying to make a date with another young teenage boy.
And of course, if you guys didn't know, I'm doing the second part of the second time John Kennelly came to meet somebody, a kid. So I'm doing that one in case you couldn't tell.
We couldn't believe it, but it was the same screen name, same everything. So the decoy made a date, and they agreed to meet. And you
gotta be stupid, right? First of all, you gotta be stupid to do this in the first place and fall for it. But you gotta be stupid to not even change your screen name, not even to change your what's it called? Your fucking your profile picture, that ridiculous profile picture that he has. You have to be stupid. And Kennelly is stupid. I mean, if it wasn't obvious, it is. It's true.
Nearby fast food restaurant. We move into position. He walks out of the restaurant, and we're there with him.
One of the best Chris Hansen lines right here. This is absolutely one of the best.
I remember exactly what I said. I have been in television for 24 years.
I just came to get something to eat.
And I have very seldom been at a loss for words.
Sir, I just came to get something to eat.
But I don't even know what to ask you first.
I just came to get something to eat.
John.
I just came to get something to eat. Oh, I fucking love it. And he's still the same thing. Still got his trademark befuddled expression on his face. I mean, if you saw the first part here, if you watch the first part, you'll see that his entire time he's got his eyebrows, he's got the, what do you call that? Not vein, I don't know what you fucking call it. I can't think of it right now, but he's got the same thing. He's got his eyebrows up the entire time. So he just looks, he's got I don't know if that's just his normal look. It might just be his normal look. Like, that's how he looks 100% of the time. But who knows? I don't know. Maybe he's just always in these predicaments, so he just always has his eyebrows up. But how do you think the last thing that John Kennelly was going through his mind was that he would see Chris Hansen again? Absolutely not. Oh my god, it's so great. You fall for it twice. After he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir, I've never done this before," and then he shows up the next day. And this is a legendary McDonald's. I mean, this has to be one of the most famous McDonald's, in my opinion. If I'm ranking the famousness, is that even a word, of McDonald's around the country, this is definitely number one. What tops it? What tops it? I ask you, what tops it? But yeah, no one knows. I don't think anyone knows where this actually was, or if it might not even still be there. It doesn't even look like a McDonald's, does it? It looks like it's like a shopping mall entrance or something like that, like a shopping center. But I don't know. Who knows? This is Virginia, 2005. Things were a little bit different back then.
We've been through this before. What are you doing? I've got the chat log again.
I love the dramatic zoom in. Oh, that is so great. Let's watch it one more time.
We've been through this before. What are you doing? I've got the chat log again. You're chatting.
Oh, this guy is just so disgusting looking, man. Oh, he's absolutely horrible. And he's got the earring in. Yes, it is one thing. It didn't have the earring in the day before, but he's got it in now. And he just, oh my god, he's just so ugly looking. Is he the ugliest predator on the show? He might be. I don't know. I got, you can maybe see the fat ass ones, the obese ones might have been uglier, but just in terms of his overall appearance here, he's got a little bit of gray right there. Like, what the fuck is happening? But yeah, he just doesn't look like he's not attractive. He's not even like, is he on a scale of 1 to 10? He's a negative 57. That's not even a funny joke.
Kid, and you're gonna meet him here at McDonald's. You identify yourself. You call yourself Shane this time. You ask him a series of personal sexual questions. Is that appropriate talk to be having with someone you think is a 13-year-old boy?
No. So it's a little bit different, actually. Other than that first kind of, "I was going to eat" from John Kennelly, he doesn't quite have, now his eyebrows are back down, and as opposed to the night before, or the day before, when he was all, "I'm sorry, Thor," he's going to give Chris Hansen absolutely nothing here. It might be because they're in public, and he doesn't want to look like he doesn't want to bring attention to himself. Which, I mean, you're standing outside, you're getting interviewed on the street, and there's a camera guy, and a guy yelling at you. I mean, you're going to bring attention to yourself. But Kennelly here just kind of shuts off. He just kind of shuts down everything. He just shuts it all down. I don't know exactly, this might be something in his personality, just to be like, now he's just going to go completely, I don't want to say this, but like autistic. Like something about him where he's just not all of a sudden able to hear or process anything, so he's just giving a blank stare the entire time. It's a big contrast to where he was the day before. In terms of his reaction here, he had the one meltdown where he says, I just came to get something to eat, but now he's just going to give really nothing. And that's why I like part 1 better, because he's like, there's actually some personality there. Now he's got nothing.
Last night, you walked into a home naked, hoping to meet a 13-year-old boy. You said you were sorry. It was the first time you'd ever done it. You admitted it was wrong.
Yes, I did.
You left.
Yes, I did, sir.
And within 24 hours, you're back on the internet chatting up another 13-year-old kid? What is going on?
And again, this is still the part in TCAP when it was about investigative journalism, before about just pure comedy, humiliating people. Chris Hansen at this point is still absolutely shocked that this has happened. This is never something that he expected would ever happen on the history of this show. But this is the second investigation, the first actual investigation called To Catch a Predator. The first actual one. And one of the first people that show up is a guy who shows up twice. High bar right from the beginning. But yeah, in the more investigative journalism sense, this is a decent what's it called? A decent interview right here. But if this was 2007 Bowling Green, Kentucky, Chris Hansen, yeah, he would be he'd be going off on jokes instead of, "What are you doing here?" Give me 1 second, guys. All right, I'm back. I was, and I'm in the draft right now too, so I'm monitoring that. So, all right, here we go.
Say for yourself.
I don't have anything to say for myself.
Well, you should say something, don't you think? I mean, what are we to think?
And he looks around. Yeah, he's definitely more. I think part of this is more about just not trying to draw attention to himself because he's in public. That's why he's like looking around, fidgeting. Nice chin. But yeah, nice second chin. But yeah, I mean, he's like, I don't have anything to say for myself. Like, come on. You just got caught. You're not even going to say sorry? No, because you can't say sorry because you said sorry last night. So you can't say it again because it doesn't mean anything. It holds no weight.
Last night,
watch what Chris Hansen
you
says
walked
this.
into a house in suburban Washington, naked, with a 12-pack of beer, hoping to meet a 13-year-old boy. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, and he like looks around again to make sure that no one might to see if anyone is going to hear that. But it's like, do you think how did they block off all the foot traffic here? Do you think they had like another guy that you can't see on the camera or what? I don't know. How did they block off all this traffic? What if people want to get into this McDonald's right here? Get a Big Mac or a quarter pounder. And also, I love the Operation Iraqi Freedom shirt. John Kennelly doesn't seem like the type of guy to be in on politics. Do you think he just got that for free or what? I mean, I imagine all of his clothes he either got for free or at a very steep discount. 2000. Let's say this is 2000. What was this? 2005. When did that happen? Did that end in with like the mission accomplished thing? What was that? 03 or 04? What year was that? So he's probably been wearing this shirt on rotation for 2 years now that he got for free. And he's just like, yeah, this is my favorite shirt. It's constantly in my rotation. Oh God.
Today, you're on the internet again. You have an inappropriate conversation with a boy you think is 13. And you set up a meeting here at this fast food restaurant. What was your intention?
I don't know.
Don't you think you need some help?
I'm seeing a psychiatrist.
Do you see why I was skeptical?
Seeing a psychiatrist. Oh man, you need to either get a new psychiatrist or you need to see that psychiatrist even more often. It is not working, John. It is absolutely not working. And I hate the way he looks. I said it. I remember I said it in the first one. I hate the way he looks from the back here. I just want to take a steel chair or something like that and fucking just whack him across the side of the head with it. I really do. I don't like the way he looks right here. I don't like the way he looks from either direction. But right here, I just want to like sucker punch him in the back of the head or something like that. I want to hit him.
Last night when you said, no, I can't, John, I can't do that. That's their job, is to record video and audio. And you put yourself in this position. So don't get
So a little bit of aggression from John Kennelly right there. You don't... completely... the day before, he completely folded like an accordion. Today, he's got his stone cold... straight face on his face the entire time, and he gives a little bit of a can you get those? And Chris Hansen yells at him. Chris Hansen absolutely destroys him. He fucking wrecks him. Get wrecked. And yeah, he's like, that's their job to record video and audio. Like, yeah, if you didn't want the cameras here, you shouldn't have been doing what you were doing. Huh? Did you ever think of that, asshole?
Do you see why I was skeptical last night when you said it was the very first time you'd ever done something like that?
It was, though.
Oh, how can I believe that?
Watch it again. You're like the stank guy right there. Ugh. Kennelly's trying to... Now, Kennelly, for the first time, Kennelly's trying to walk away. Honestly, if he wanted to walk away, he would have been able to do it. All you would have to do is just take off. What do you think? Chris Hansen's going to chase you down? Come on, that requires too much work for Chris Hansen.
How can I believe that? And how do we know that you're not going to go out tomorrow or the next day or the next day or the next day and do this again?
I promise you I won't.
And that's why they started bringing the cops there. I believe this is why they started bringing the cops there immediately to arrest them immediately after leaving the house, because they did not want to see this happen again, where someone shows up and they find them on the internet less than 24 hours later. That's why I think they brought the cops there in the future.
You see something so extreme, a guy show up, you get a better these perhaps
blah 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 blah.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to call my psychiatrist.
How long have you been seeing a psychiatrist?
A little over a year.
A little over a year? And why were you seeing?
Because I had a family breakdown.
Meaning what exactly?
I had a death in my family, and I never handled it well.
What does that even mean? I had a family breakdown. Yeah, because you had a death in your family and you never handled it well. What does that even mean? I'm not quite sure what that means, but yeah, I mean, he says he's gonna go call that psychiatrist. Do you think that psychiatrist sees it's John Kennelly calling and is just like, oh shit, tell him I'm at lunch. Suzanne, tell him I'm at lunch. Like, yeah, no, that psychiatrist probably dreads seeing John Kennelly. He's like, he comes home after a long day at the office, and he comes home to his wife and says, she says, "How's your day, hun?" And he says, "Oh, I saw that complete loon, John Kennelly, today. He was talking about, he kept saying the word bro after everything, and he's like, oh, I'll be your boyfriend." I'm like, come on, I'm like, what are you talking about?
And is that what you attribute this sort of behavior to?
I'm guessing, yeah.
That sounds like a
I'm guessing, yeah.
But it's not that.
What happens if you really did meet a 13-year-old boy? What happens?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's illegal to have a talk.
And yeah, John Kennelly starts to turn and looks at this bloke right here. John is just like, this has to be happening in public. Like, as someone who has a lot of social anxiety, I understand. I can feel it's like what's going in his mind right now. He's more concerned about this happening in public than Chris Hansen yelling at him. He just wants nothing more than just teleport out of here. Like, he would bring Chris Hansen along to keep yelling at him if he could just go back into a private room.
The internet.
I understand, but come on, it's John Kennelly, so I don't feel bad. Fucking dickhead.
Minor. With intent to have sex with that minor. You've done it twice in 2 days that we know of. That's a federal offense. You can go to prison for it. Do you know that?
Yes.
Then why do you do it?
That I need help, and that's what I'm saying a psychiatrist.
And you're going to find help here at McDonald's? No. You're going to find help from a 13-year-old boy?
No.
Experts in the field, after hearing all this,
yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's doing right there. I don't even know. First of all, I don't even know what's on his wrist. What is that? Is that like a piece of jewelry? Is that a bracelet? I don't even know what that is, but then he's got something. It might be his, like, keychain, actually. It might be his lanyard. Yeah, I imagine that's probably what it is.
Are going to likely suggest that last night wasn't your first time, and today isn't your second time, that you've been doing this for a very long time.
Oh, someone got in right there, so they managed to sneak through the fence.
No, I haven't.
Do you understand why that's hard for me to believe?
They're going to walk in. Crap. They're going to walk in, they're going to be like, What is going on out there? Someone's gonna be like, what is going on out there? Oh, just some guys yelling at this pedo. he said something about psychiatrist and needing help.
Reason for us to think that you won't just go ahead and do this again tomorrow.
I got 2 appointments with my psychiatrist tomorrow.
What about today?
So yeah, he's like, oh, that's why I won't do it tomorrow, because I got 2 appointments, I got double booked. But that doesn't, okay, that was a rhetorical question, first of all, Kennelly. He wasn't saying, oh, well, you're going to do it tomorrow too, because 2 days in a row, that's a trend. But no. He didn't mean it like that. He's like, what's going to stop you from how do we know you're not going to do this again in the future? He's just like, his simple mind just goes, oh, I have 2 appointments with my psychiatrist tomorrow.
You don't seem that busy today.
That's why I'm going to go home and call him.
You consider yourself a predator?
I don't know.
That's a half-assed answer. He glances around the room a little bit and goes, I don't know.
Is there anything else you want to say?
No, sir.
And this is one of the best shots in TCAP history right here. Look at those! Oh shit! Look at those shoes. But what the fuck is that? What? Those don't even look. Those look like they're fucking flat. Not flat. Broken off on the bottom. That's absolutely incredible. Not only are they not tied, which would have been one thing. It's fine if they were tied, but they were white and clean. That'd be one thing. But they're not clean. They look like they've been through hell. Maybe these shoes were in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Who knows? But that's just wow. It's actually shocking that someone that looks like this, and he's got the socks that are rolled down. Just pull them up, dude. He's got the jorts. Doesn't make any sense.
Walks off, shoes untied.
Like, and he's driving. Who's letting this guy drive? PNC Bank. Who's letting this guy get behind the wheel? Oh, it's absolutely incredible, man.
Gets into his pickup truck and drives off. And I'm thinking, I just can't believe what I've just seen. When we started these investigations,
I can't believe.
You know, the goal was to understand what goes on in these guys' minds. That makes them
that was the original goal.
It's okay to show up at a house where a young teen is alone.
That's pretty much it. I'm not going to listen to Chris Hansen yap anymore here. Anything else?
So while it answers some questions, it often raises more.
Yeah. Yeah. But look at this. This is ridiculous. They suspended the sentence, which is whoever that judge was. I hope they fucking like threw him off the bench. How do you see this? I imagine he probably saw both sides of this thing. How do you look at this and say, "Oh yeah, we can just suspend this sentence. That's fine." Like, come on, what are you doing? Well, it doesn't make any sense to me. But this is an appropriate final shot right here. But yeah, that's probably pretty much it. I mean, Kennelly, he got arrested again, didn't he, though? Hang on. Yeah, this was in 2007. He fucking exposed himself to 15-year-old girls, the two 15-year-old girls. John Kennelly, 45, yelled at them, pulled down his pants, was exposing himself. Oh man, I don't know. They referenced TCAP in there too, but I don't know. I still don't think he ever actually went to jail though. Like, he was probably just released, you know, with like it's not a felony or anything, but he's still a sex offender, and he looks absolutely horrible now. But yeah, I don't understand how you could have seen this and said, "Oh yeah, we can just suspend the sentence." He looks like he just made a mistake. I don't get it. I don't quite get it. But alright, that should do it. That's part 2 of John Kennelly. I hope it was worth like the 4 or 5 month long wait. It definitely wasn't, but I got it done finally, so there you go. Alright. So, until next time, I'll see you guys later.